Good Kid, M.A.A.d City, K.Dot's 2012 album, Take 3, 186. Just playing. Hello, everybody, and welcome to KLON, Episode 3, KLON Podcast, where I talk about music that nobody asked me to do. So today we start off with Shireen, aka Master Splinter's daughter, the first track on Good Kid, M.A.A.d City. Well, it starts off with that little prayer about how Jesus is my Lord and Savior. I believe that he came back. No, wait, that's a different one. Repent for my sins. And then he talks about going to the party, whatever. Sierra had played in the background. Why is that highlighted in green? Oh, they're playing 1-2 step. Everybody get on the floor. Oh, yeah, because they were dancing. That was back when Kendrick was going to parties, 17, trying to get some pussy. The parade music we made had us all wearing shades now. If you go on genius.com, they have lyrics that are highlighted in green. Where the actual artist actually goes in there. He says it's basically talking about the vibe and the atmosphere, the party vibe. When he say parade, he's talking about the actual party, everybody having a good time, making this feel like we've grown. Yeah, that's kind of true. We're all wearing shades now. We're pretending we're grown ups having a big old party, but like he said, he was probably like 17. Yeah, she says down the street from Dominguez. Oh, that's Compton. Not really. But then they got the phone number. They're talking. Summer passed. He's gonna be like, hey, maybe we should go off. So he takes his mom. All right, mom, I'll be back in a second. Takes off. And then the third verse is him like literally on his way there. He can't stop thinking about fucking her. All the things, all the positions. Oh man, she sent me a text from a crash. But then when he gets there, he sees two dudes with two black hoodies right as his phone rings. In the outro, his mom's like, hey man, I gotta go. I got an appointment. They're mad at him. Don't mess with that girl Shireen, man. You got school tomorrow. He's in 11th grade. Oh, it was a summer between sophomore and 11th grade. Yeah, that makes sense. About 17 years old. And then his dad's like, Kendrick, give me my motherfucking dominoes. They're all just tripping like, damn, boy, you over here being crazy. We're trying to be responsible. And then at the end, his dad's like, it's killing my vibe. Which leads us into Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. The flows in between songs in this album is just amazing. It's perfect. I don't know, perfect, but it's really good. Because even the cover of the album says like a short story, a movie by Kendrick Lamar. Where can I say that? Oh yeah, a short film by Kendrick Lamar. Concept album. Gotta love me a good concept album. Oh, this next one, Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe, was produced by Soundwave. Whew, big hit song for show. Let me open up Spotify if it decides to work this time. Sometimes I don't want to bitch about Spotify app. Sometimes it's just not working. Whatever. But yeah, this is a good song. Like it just has a good vibe. It's literally don't kill my vibe. This is a good vibe. Let's just have a good vibe here. He highlighted the lyrics. I could feel the changes. I could feel a new life. I always knew life could be dangerous. Yeah, we talk about a group of people, and it is really focusing on people that want to hold you back and not see you better yourself, and want to see you in this predicament where you're going to be just another statistic. Yeah, when you can feel the changes, you can feel yourself building a new life. There's people who just like to bring you down and like to hold you. They don't want to see you succeed. They want everyone to be a fucking low life like them. They don't really understand the drive and the ambition behind it. They just see it for the life. I see it a whole other way. I see it because of my family history. I see it because of what people feel I should be in life. Just another statistic, like I said, and much more, just challenging myself. I see it as a challenge rather than just seeing it on TV and wondering why this dude has got girls and cars and all that. It's more of a mental thing for me. Wow. So yeah, life can be dangerous. Don't be another statistic. Go for your dreams. Like Kendrick. Like me doing this show. Fell on my face and I woke with a scar. Another mistake living deep in my heart. Another highlighted lyric. He says, relates more to the music, having a situation where I'm following a trend and my music wasn't getting out there. What? And then me learning from that, a bunch of battle scars and trying to be successful. It can take that side or it can take sides of the streets, kind of like a double entendre type of thing. For the most part, I'm really reflecting on the music and me getting to where I wanted to go in life. Oh, Oh, okay, so like he found his face and woke with a scar because he was making music and it wasn't going anywhere. He made several mixtapes before he came out with Section 80 in this one. Word on top of my sleeve in a flick. Literally the line right after that. He's putting his vulnerability out there, his mistakes. Wow, you just recommend. Let's just go through all the lyrics of this song yourself. The bridge feels good. The instrumental, that little like kind of like violin. Oh, I don't know. I gotta mime the violin, but yeah, it's a good one. Obviously, it's like he references it in the next album. He's like, oh yeah, but don't kill my vibe. You're famous. Like even Kid in Africa heard this song. This song is dope. And Death to Molly. Outro. Hey, K Dog, get in the car. This friend's got the beats for freestyles, and let's go. Takes us to track number 3, Backseat Freestyle. I actually heard this song live. It was pretty fun. Oh, what do you know? Fucking, it worked this time. Spotify is not being annoying for now. Now I can play you the clip of how this song starts out. As soon as I get to the right page. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Backseat Freestyle. Ah, ging, ging, ging. Martin had a dream. This totally just sounds like, yeah, something you would just be freestyling in the back with your homies. All my life I want money and power. You know, just talking about fucking the world. Oh, here, he highlighted, I pray my dick get big as the Eiffel Tower so I can fuck the world for 72 hours. He's just capturing the moment of being 16 and saying the most outlandish shit when you're around your homeboys or whoever you are. You don't care what you're talking about. That's how you used to talk. It's dope because it was me being as ignorant as possible. And they're still analyzing it as ignorant as possible and putting national stats behind it. This is funny. Yeah, so I've been like, this song, he's just talking about being 16, freestyling. I don't care. I'm in the Matrix. Start up that Maserati and vroom, vroom. I'm racing. He doesn't care. Popping pills, having a good old time. Just chilling with the fucking homies. That's pretty much this whole song, right? I got 25 lighters on my dresser. Yes, sir. Put fire to that ass, body cast on a stretcher. And her body got that ass that a ruler couldn't measure. Fuck that. That's such a fucking clever ass line. And then make me come fast, but I'll never get embarrassed. I'm like, oh shit, I came fast. But you know what? That fucking ass is so great. Doesn't. What can I say? It made it happen. Maybe that was Shireen. Oh, not Shireen yet. It's not. Fucks her in another song. So yeah, it just keeps on going. Biatch, no way. Let it run. Ali Martin had a dream. Does this song have one of those end of the song radio bits? No, it just kind of ends. Had a dream. Takes us into the art of peer pressure. Everybody sit your bitch ass down. Such a true motherfucking story by Kendrick Lamar. This is a good one too. Because, you know, they go from just driving around, freestyling. All right. Now we with the homies. Yeah, we're smoking. He's usually with the sober, but they pulled up on some hot girl, so we smoking the blunt. Yeah. All right. This whole verse right here. He doesn't smoke, drink, or commit acts of violence, but he feels pressure when his friends are doing it. Yeah, that makes sense. All the young testosterone pumped up dudes like, yeah, I bet I could jump that. No, he could jump that too. Let's all jump it. And then the guy who's like, yeah, I'm gonna jump it too. Because you don't want to seem like the one who's the bitch. You gotta be a man. And then all of your friends, all you hype each other up, and then maybe you're all scared, but you think that the other ones aren't scared, so you all end up doing some stupid shit. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm just speculating. Maybe they like doing stupid shit like Steve-O, For a while, he fucking loved doing that shit. I mean, kind of does now too, but he's old now, so it's different. He just, the first verse is, there's that intro chorus, and then he's, the part where he's like, oh, we're in the fucking Toyota. The hook one. Come through and bust your head. Me and the homies. Sag all the way to the liquor store. Where my niggas pull out 4 and get twisted some more. Me and the homies. He's just like, do. It's just like when you're with your friends, you're gonna be like, "You're hard." Yeah, I'm gonna hop out the motherfucker. I'm gonna be like, "Boo, boo, boo." Yeah, cause I'm so hard. It's like, yeah, that's what this song feels like to me. You're with the homies. You're passing 405 Westchester to talk to the light skinned girls. You're just riding, and then you start bragging about what you're doing, drinking some Hennessy. He says consequences from evil will make your past haunt you. We're trying to conquer the city with disobedience. Quick to turn it up, even if we ain't got the CD in. Hmm. I'm overanalyzing it. He's just talking about being young and doing crazy shit. There's a break. Oh, there's somebody in the room. Oh fuck! So grab the Nintendo's DVDs. We gotta get out of here. And then the fucking cops. Oh shit! His mom calls. Hey, what are you doing? Well, probably gonna get arrested. But nah. They made a left. They made a right. They're good. Oh yeah, and then the outro is highlighted in green. I try not to explain the story so much, just because for future references that might happen within my creative process. But I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I was finna hit the one with the shenanigans in it. I pray he ain't hit that. Uh, got the shenanigans? Give that nigga the shenanigans. Yeah, maybe. I don't even know. Cause see, he's not explaining the story. He's like, what shenanigans are they talking about? That could be code for something, for all I know. They pushed back to the city. Blah 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 blah. It's just them talking. We're gonna use the kickback as an alibi. Wait till the sun go down. Roll out. Complete the mission. Drop K Dot off because he's gotta fuck with Shireen tonight. While they're making plans. I think maybe to rob something or to shoot that dude. Uh oh, what's it called? Sit your dumb ass down. Get in the motherfucking car. We finna get active. This song was produced by Taboo. Well, yeah, they're gonna get active, and then what else comes on? But one of my fucking favorite songs, Money Trees. Oh man, just that like, I don't know how to describe that. That like kind of background synthy kind of. I don't know. It does it really well. The lyrics are good. The beat is good. Again, I heard this song live, and when this song came on, the crowd fucking went crazy. This is one of the best songs on the album for sure. One of the most popular, I'm pretty sure. On Spotify, it's got 255 million streams. Uh, oh, not as much as Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. It's got 278 million streams. What else got the most, though? Oh, 359 million, Mad City. Makes sense. I'll get to that in a minute. Okay, yeah. So Money Trees is like the third most popular track, but it's one of my favorites. I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's definitely one of the best. Oh yeah, he fucked Shireen and went to tell his bros. Finally, he's fucked. This was a metaphor for both. Not saying that I actually had an STD, but that is the consequence that could have gone messing with somebody like Shireen. Oh, he said I fucked Shireen and went to tell my bros. Then Usher Raymond Let It Burn came on. Because it burned because you got some fucking shit. But he didn't realize how much of a house Shireen was. But when you're young and you just don't care. It go Halle Berry. Oh, hallelujah. You can either go right, you can go left, get crazy with us. Basically just saying we throw the evils of the world in the air. Now, K Dot, you can either get with the program or you don't have to. It's whatever. Of course, hallelujah being the more good and me, Halle Berry, being the actual vice of what's going down. The lust for money, the lust for this mission we about to go on. Pick your poison, tell me what you're doing. But when you tell me right now. We ain't got time to wait. Oh, yeah. Pick your poison, tell me what you're doing. We got to go. Everybody's going to respect the shooter, but the one in front of the gun lives forever. The one in front of the gun forever. See, like those little random like layers. Money trees is the perfect place to shade, and that's just how I feel. Yeah. Damn, dude, that song like gives you the music goosebumps every now and then. I guess if I'm really like if I just kind of have it on, whatever. But if you're really like listening to the song, you're feeling it, you're singing it, you're in the moment, that shit's fucking banging. And then verse 2, he's just going around about how he's dreaming about living like a rapper, listening to E40 with the homies. I'm not sure who Earl Stevens is, but he had us thinking rational. That's rational. Thinking rational. Those little like background in parentheses lyrics I don't know why I like that. Hey, oh, his uncle Tony died, and he told him he's gonna be on tour one day, and that Louis Burgers won't be the same. Maybe because, oh yeah, his uncle got killed at Louis Burgers. Mm-mm-mm. That's true. So sad. And then we get to the hook again. Another hook. Oh, I love that hook. And then we get that bridge by Anna Weiss. Like if it just went from verse 2, I mean that hook to the verse 3, it would have been fine. But for some reason that little in between of be the last one out to get this dough. No way. Ah, it adds another little a bridge. That's what bridges are for. In between verses. Adds another thing. Oh, and then we get to the third verse, J Rock's verse. He says, "Imagine rock up in them projects where them niggas pick your pockets. Moving out the projects was hard," he says. "That's home. I still got family there, and sometimes it feels good to come back. A lot of people grew up in a certain neighborhood, don't get to come back. But even though I have a good days and bad days in the projects, it taught me how to be strong and be a man. It's a gutter. That's all I can say. Any real street person will tell you, get money and move out when you're successful. See different things and come back and talk to the young cats and show them the way. The projects are always going to be here, but sometimes it's good to see other people going through the same thing or even worse struggles than you." I love this verse. I love this verse so much I memorized it. Not just being patrol. No way. I'm gonna drink some water first. Imagine rock up in the projects. Oh, too early. I could just cut that, right? Or leave it in. Rock up in them projects where them niggas pick your pockets. Santa Claus don't miss them stockings. Liquors, filling pistols, pocking baking soda. Y'all a whipping. Ain't no turkey on Thanksgiving. My homeboy just domed a nigga. I just hope the Lord forgive her. Pots with cocaine residue. Every day I'm hustling. What else is a thug to do when you eat cheese from the government? Gotta provide for my daughter. Them get the fuck up out my way, bitch. Got that drum and I got that band, just like a parade, bitch. Drop that work up in the bushes. Hope them boys don't see my stash. If they do, tell the truth, it's the last time you might see my ass. From the garden, where's them grass and cut them serpents lurking blood. Bitches selling pussy, niggas selling drugs, but it's all good. Broken promises, take your watch and tell you what time it is. Take your J's and tell you to kick it what a foot locker is. In the streets in the heater under my dungarees. Dreams of me get shaded under a money tree. Oh, hallelujah. All right. You can jam later. I just wanted to fucking show off. I love that verse. I don't know why. The verse, what he talking about, it just makes sense. It's like a good one. I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of good verses, but for some reason, this one with the beat and it was great. Fucking great. I just keep talking about the same thing. But then it goes to the outro, another little phone conversation. Kay's mom's like, "Man, I just got another appointment. Bring back the car. I'm just, look at your dad." And his dad's like, "I want your body because of that big old fat ass." Funny every time, dude. And then does somebody say Domino's right at the end? Fucking seen that comment on Reddit for sure. People saying, "Does somebody say Domino's? Give me my motherfucking Domino's." Brings us to Poetic Justice. Pretty sure this was a hit song too, right? It's got 206 million streams. So yeah, it's up there. Some of these songs have like 30, 41 million. 41 million streams for Good Kid? Okay, I got to go off. Poetic Justice is a good song. It's catchy. He's talking about a girl. Oh, let me click on this intro by Kendrick. He says, "Every second, every minute. Oh yeah, she can get it. If you're a bad bitch, blah blah blah." I mean, that record considers itself as a radio record or whatever you make it out to be, a hit record or whatever. But for the most part, that song was still in the concept of the first track on the album, which was Shireen. So it had its time right there. But for the most part, it covered everything as far as the concept of dealing with a promiscuous woman. Oh yeah, promiscuous woman. If you listen to Poetic Justice, it's a song about a chick saying these legs are poems. On the back end of that is really that Shireen joint. So it's a dedication song for Shireen, and that's going into Good Kid and Mad City, which completes the story. Yeah, so he's just recognized her fragrance, talking about how fucking good she is. Ooh, they highlighted the lyric, "If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? Am I the flower? No, I am thinking she is the flower the whole time because I have no idea what her background, just being oblivious to it, being young and not knowing. She may look good on the outside, but this flower may be full of bees and no honey, you feel me?" That's true. You think this girl is amazing. You love her. You're so blinded by your youth and hormones and barely knowing her, thinking she's great. She could be a fucking snake. Just using you for your honey. Maybe you're the flower, Kendrick. The world doesn't deserve you. Alright, whatever. I write poems in these songs dedicated to you. If you're in the mood for empathy, there's a blood in my pen. There's blood in my pen. What? And Kendrick says, I don't want it to be so one-sided. I want you to feel my perspective, but at the same time know where she is coming from. She might come from a broken home. She wasn't taught actual home training and dealing with men. Possibly. Not to actually say that in a blunt manner, but when I do a record like Poetic Justice, you see that she does have something about her that is attractive, and I really just want to show both sides of the fence. I never wanted to really completely slander her all the way down, so that is a good point. I am glad you caught that, and it really is tricky. That is something that I thought about writing the record, knowing the history that me and her had. You're in the mood for empathy. There's blood in my pen. Yeah, so, you never know where somebody's story is. People pretend or they want to show the world that they're doing okay, but inside they could just be hurting. They could be dealing with some sort of family thing, but you don't want to go telling everybody, oh, I'm feeling sad because my dad left me 2 years ago. And it's like, oh, I'm sorry, but people don't really care. Well, a lot of people don't really care. So yeah, he just keeps talking about it. The chorus, you can get it. Just talking about being with that girl. I heard that she want to go and party. She want to go and party. Don't approach her with an Atari because why? That's not a good game. You can't be like, hey girl, do you play video games? It'd be really like awkward, especially at a party or something, which I totally have not done. In other situations I have. Hey, do you like video games? When I was younger. Anyways, goes back to the chorus and then Drake's verse. He's just talking about the same thing. Young East African girl. Pretty girl. He's trying to give her what she wants. I could do it maybe one day when you figure out you're going to need someone. When you figure out it's all right here in the city. And you don't run where we come from. Wait, okay, that's highlighted. He wants her to realize he'll be back at home all along. He is possibly alluding to Toronto in Shot for Me when he blames the city we came from for the men being jealous and the women being in competition. Nebby and Drake are both from the heart of Toronto. Oh, right. Toronto person. Forgot about that. Oh, but I really like the way that flows when he says, I write poems. Your natural hair and your soft skin, your big ass and that sundress. Oh, good God. He's just talking about how fucking beautiful she is. Let's not fight. Let's talk more. Unless I never right my wrongs, unless I'm right them down for real. P.S. And then Kendrick's back with the hook. And he just talking about every time I write these words, they become a taboo. What? Kendrick's beliefs are considered a taboo to mainstream society. Right? Like Keisha's song, Mad City, PMP. They all had controversial themes. In another cultural sphere, him telling stories that actually have meaning is taboo to today's rappers, since the majority of them just talk about money, cars, and other material things. It's a good song talking about this girl. You can get it, you can get it. But then at the end of the song, he's like trying to get Shireen. He fucked her once, gonna come back. Oh, you're here for Shireen? All right, but where do you stay? And he's like, oh man. He's like, no, tell me where your mom stay, your mom or your or your daddy stay, because depending on where you stay in the hood, it could really go bad for you. But okay, back to the tragedy that is these people streaming all these songs so many millions of times and skipping Good Kid. This is like my favorite song. This is probably my favorite song. Oh my god, listen to that Pharrell beat. Mass hallucination, baby. Ill education, baby. Oh, let's click on Pharrell's highlighted thing. Oh, Kendrick said, really just bring you into my world and try to let you understand what is the good kid in the mad city. As soon as I heard it, I knew it was the title track. Just how dark it sounded and the desperation of it, I just started writing there on the spot. Damn, this song is like one of those where he heard the beat and he's like, alright, got it. Bam, song just comes out. And I don't know why people don't like it as much. This is so fucking good. So fucking good, in fact, that I memorized this song too. In fact, and I don't even need the lyrics pulled up. Well, maybe not the first verse. Unless it's well, then you see him having withdrawals of a prisoner on his way, trapped inside your desire to fire bullets that stray. Track it tired to tell you I'm tired and ran away. You should ask a choir, what do you require to sing a song that acquire me to have faith? As the record spin, I should pray. For the record, I recognize that I'm easily prey. I got 8 alive yesterday. I got animosity building. It's probably big as the build. Me jumping off of the roof is me just playing it safe. But what am I supposed to do when the topic is red or blue? And you understand that I ain't, but no, I'm accustomed to just a couple that look for trouble and live in the street with rank. No better picture than paint than me walking from Bible study. He called us homies because he said as he walked in my face from a function that took in place, they was wondering if I bang. Sip on my neck and get blood on your Nike checks. It don't matter, cause one day you respect the good kid, man, city. Oh man, he is right. Sounds like this kind of like a desperation to it. There's like a darkness to this song. But there's like, I love this like eerie vibe. I love that word too, eerie. I don't know. Oh, second verse. All I see in this room is surrounding me in my hindsight, finding me by myself. Promise me you can help. In honesty, I got time to be copacetic until you had finally made decision to hold me against my will. It was like a head-on collision that folded me standing still. I could never pick out the difference. A greater cop on the bill. Every time you clock in the morning, I feel you just want to kill all my innocence while ignoring my purpose to persevere as a better person. I know you're hurtless and probably feared, but what am I supposed to do when the blinking of red and blue flash on the top of your roof and your dog had to say woo and you ask, lift up your shirt cause you wonder if a tattoo of affiliation will make it a pleasure to put me through gang files, but that don't matter cause the matter is racial profile. I heard them chatter, he's young, but I know that he's down. Slip on his neck as hard as your bulletproof vest. It don't mind cause you know we respect the good kid, man, city. Alright. I totally just put my laptop screen down to prove that I'm not reading the lyrics as I'm singing the song, but I'm pretty sure this third verse, I don't know, I always mess it up. Or maybe like the last 3 or 4 lines I kind of always mess up. But it's actually one of my favorites too. Here we go, let's try it. All I see in this room, 20 Xannies and shrooms, grown up candy for pain. Can we live in the same society? It's entirely stressful upon my brain. You hired me as a victim. I quietly hope for change when the violence is the rhythm that inspired me to obtain the silence in this room with 20 Xannies and shrooms. Some grown up candy, I lost it. I feel it's nothing to lose. The streets sure to release the worst side of my best. Don't mind, cause now you ever in debt to the good kid, man, city. Oh, dude, that fucking song does give me goosebumps. For sure, and I did the whole thing. Oh, loved it. This the story's so good because you really do get. I feel like I almost understand what it's like to just be like the good kid, and the fucking cops are after you. The fucking Crips and the Bloods are fighting. You're just like, oh, I'm just trying to go to Bible study, guys. Let me make some music. I don't know. And then all your homies are trying to get you to do stupid shit too. It brings us into the most popular track of the album, M.A.A.d City. Yak, yak, yak. The only feature by Schoolboy Q on this whole album is him yelling yak 4 times. Well, he does it like twice in the whole song. But yeah, man, this song, now I can tell why people like this song. I fucking love this song too. A lot of times when I'd hear Good Kid, I would just let it go right into M.A.A.d City. Oh, this song, that's like that hard beat. He just going hard. And he did that interview with Rick Rubin when after Good To Pimp a Butterfly came out, and he was talking about how the most popular song turned out to be this one. And at the same, it was kind of his favorite too because it was like he's just going hard for I don't know how many bars. Oh, here it is. In the words of Kendrick, I look at society as one big pot of gumbo with so many temptations. So me hoping for some type of peace is like something I can hope for forever. Or I can get it within one moment, or I can get it within this song, or I can get it with just talking with the kids in the neighborhood. So I always wanted to put that type of vulnerability out there when I have always been this dreamer. Yeah, definitely a dreamer, Kendrick. But this song's cool, man. He's just like talking about, it was me, L Boog, and Yan Yang YG Lucky, right down Rosecrans. It got ugly, waving your hand out the window, check yourself. War you words and Conan's hope euphoria can slow dance with society. The driver's seat, the first one to get killed. I remember I seen this line before of hope euphoria can slow dance with society. That's a good one because he's talking about how like, oh, that's what I was reading right now. That little paragraph about how he hopes you get that kind of feeling from different things, vulnerability. He like puts little like one or two lines in there being revealing his vulnerability, and in between like him talking about seeing someone get their fucking brains blown out and hanging with the homies, pack again a van with four guns at a time. Yeah, you know, they're over here shooting shit. He killed his cousin in '94. Fuck your truce. You can't like, it's hard to forgive somebody when they killed your fucking family. Oh, Bloods and Crips signed a truce the day before the outbreak of the LA riots. The Watts Truce, named for the neighborhood, was facilitated by football legend Jim Brown and the members of the West Coast Rap All Stars. What? I did not know that. What the hell, Jim Brown? That's awesome. You helped unite the Bloods and the Crips temporarily. However, the truce didn't last, and the other side didn't care to uphold it when a death occurred on their side, as in the case of Kendrick's cousin. It is unknown what happened at the what ended the truce, though rumors have long existed the LAPD officers masquerading as gang members were responsible. I honestly would not put it past the fucking police to keep all the black people fighting with each other. Ugh, fucking the system's definitely holding people down. But we got people like this, art reflecting life, life reflecting art. They say the governor collect all of our taxes except when we in traffic and tragic happens. That shit ain't no threat. What? The fucking governor taking our taxes? Nothing is certain but death and taxes. Kendrick denounces the state government for taxing its citizens for not doing enough to protect them. That's true. They take all our money and they don't fucking do anything. And then they don't tax the richest of the rich, which is the worst part. And then he goes to the Mad City. There's like a bridge. If Paris and Crips. Why Paris? Paris Bloods and Compton Crips. Oh, okay. Two rival. I didn't know that was Paris. Okay. I thought he said if all Bloods and Crips. See, reading the lyrics, you like find out where you were singing it wrong the whole time, and then you brings us into the second part of the song with like a totally different producer, totally different beat. The first part is a Soundwave beat, and the second part is produced by Terrace Martin. m.A.A.d telling us to wake our punk ass up. And then Kendrick tells a story about how he's just graduated and his pops told him, get a job, son. So he was a security guard and he was about to already scheming on how to rob the place right away. But, you know, only like one paycheck in. Cocaine laced in marijuana. And they wonder why I rarely smoke now. Imagine if your first blunt had you foaming at the mouth. Yeah. I mean, if you smoking a blunt and like the first time and somebody fucking puts cocaine in there, it's probably going to make you go crazy and you won't want to smoke weed no more. And then the interlude by m.A.A.d talking about how they've been mixing weed and shit since the 80s. And then he's just talking about the hood. People that bang are doing the same thing no matter what colors they wearing. Shots in the crowd and everybody ran. And then, you know, it goes into Kendrick's fourth verse where he's just kind of saying, if I told you I killed the nigga 16, would you believe me? Perceive me to be innocent Kendrick you see in the streets. It's so much the good kid, they wouldn't believe him if he said he committed a crime. However, though he is innocent in the sense he hasn't committed a crime, the violence and corruption that surrounded him growing up resulted in the loss of innocence at a young age. So sad. I guess you even see a dead body at night, it really affects you a lot, huh? Blah, 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 blah. The killing mentioned in Kendrick does not have to be literal, although it may be. In Absol's outro on Kendrick's Section 80, he gives us the analogy of a newborn baby killing a grown man. In saying this, Kendrick is showing that his innocence was corrupted to the most extreme of levels, leaving him fighting since birth. Oh, also in the song Hold Up, he says he killed 2 adults. But shit, man, we're probably not going to tell us for real. He's like, no, man, it's a song, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what the statute of limitations are, but we'll see. And at the end of the song, Mad City, his friend's like, damn, pass the bottle. You're not the one that got fucked up. He's like, K-Dot, you good? Don't even trip. Just lay back. I guess K-Dot got his ass beat by the fucking cousins. And he's like, yeah, just take a drink of this. And then that very well leads up into fucking swimming pools. The other hit song, 171 million streams. Popular song, not necessarily the hit. I mean, 171 million. Fuck it, that's a hit. This album has so many fucking hits. It's crazy. But yeah, this song is a single. Oh, this lead single. Blah 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 blah. What does it say when it was released? The theme of swimming in pools as a metaphor for drinking and alcoholism could be a reference to the 1964 short story *The Swimmer* by author John Cheever. Ooh, Kendrick does like to read. He makes references about that stuff in his things. K. Dot spoke to complex. What better way to make something universal than to speak about drinking? I'm coming from a household where you had to make a decision. You were either a casual drinker or you were a drunk. That's what the record is really about. Me experiencing that as a kid and making my own decisions. Yeah, because he talks about how backstroke every day in Chicago. I think that was his granddad, right? Playing on the ward swimming pool, him drowning in a pool of liquor in Chicago. Oh, never mind. That's just, I thought because his parents were from Chicago, he was making a reference to that. But yeah, just people drinking. And then people, hey, why you babysitting 2 shots? Jump into the pool of liquor, dude. That's how you get drunk. Just good song about drinking. You see the poison. I'm a drown in some poison, abusing my limit. I think I'm feeling the vibe. I see the love in her eyes. You think that girl likes you because you're drunk. You think you're feeling each other. But soon as the damage of vodka arrived, this is how you capitalize. I see the feeling the freedom is granted. Oh, right. The freedom is granted as soon as the vodka hits, and that's when you start to get free, right? And you, whatever. And the bridge. I ride, you ride, bang. Another good ass catchy bridge you just want to sing along to. Again, the chorus, again, the refrain, interlude with Shireen. Oh man, where is she taking me? What? Why is there an interlude with Shireen? This is the transition from the party style atmosphere of the earlier half to the philosophical commentary on drinking in general. He is possibly torn by two she's, one being a woman at the party that Kendrick's conscience is trying to get him to sober up enough to have him a good time with. The other is alcohol in general. The question, where is she taking me, leads to wondering both physically, where is she dragging him, but also where's his life going to end up if he continues living his life like this. Wow, so deep. Because then the third verse goes into, all I have in my life is my new appetite for failure, and I got hunger pain that grows insane. Tell me, does that sound familiar? If it do, then you're like me. Wow. Make an excuse that your relief is in the bottom of the bottle and the greenest Indo leaf. You know, so like, yeah, using the excuse of, if I just drink this, if I smoke this, I'm going to feel relief, I'm going to feel better. Which is a lot of us doing this in life. And the outro, they stomped the homie over a bitch. K-Dot, you good, blood? Like, they're talking about how those guys beat Kendrick up for Shireen. And you know what? They're going to go over there. They're going to pop some caps. Oh, well, there they are. They open the car door. They fire some shots. Everyone's good. But Dave, oh, man, those bitches killed Dave, his little brother. And that's reality. Some dudes beat you up for trying to hook up with a girl. You shoot at them. They shoot back. And your homie dies. And then the cycle of violence is continuing. But that brings us into Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst. Fucking 12-ass-minute song. Only streamed 59 million times. Oh, but that's more than the song after that. Oh, okay. Well, whatever. Okay, let's talk about this one first. In Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst. In the first verse, he talks about... I'll just read that little thing. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, damn it. The first person turns to vengeance through violence. Oh, okay, I'm pretty sure it's like, because he killed my brother. He's trying to get vengeance. It's actually a trip how we trip off colors. Is it not, Kendrick? It totally is. This period shit been in me forever, so forever I'm gonna push it wherever, whenever. So yeah, somebody is born into the Bloods, and that's how they come up. It's like, that's the only life he's ever known. Okay, so this first person isn't Kendrick. It's somebody else kind of telling Kendrick. And then at the end he says, and if I die before your album drops, I hope. It's kind of like, oh shit, yeah. He's living that blood life. He got killed sometimes. Not all of them, but enough that they talk about it all the time. Goes into the chorus. Promise me you'll sing about me. It's such a, like, sad. I mean, obviously it's got to be sad because this is sing about me, I'm dying. And then the second verse is about the girl. The message resembled, Brenda's got a baby. Yeah, because then she's always like talking about Even if I go to fuck, suck, and swallow for 40, I'm gonna need that $40. Even if I got to fuck, suck, and swallow. He's married, fucking a married man. Just last week, she fucked his cousin. See, my homies just ran away, and if I can get them back to where they used to be, I'll probably be into denim. So she's just like, thinking that a family gene that show women how to be a woman, or better yet, a leader. You need her to learn something, and you probably need to beat her. That's how I was taught. Kendrick plays on the word genes, pronouncing it genes like to connect to denim of a family gene. If she would have been a girl cut from a cloth who had love and support for her instead of a foster kid, she would have learned how to respect her body. That's very true. Man, these little genius annotations are way better at analyzing lyrics than me. But, whatever. He's talking about how don't sing about me because I don't really need the attention. And then it goes back to the chorus. Sing about me, I'm dying of thirst. Sometimes I look in the mirror and ask myself, am I really scared of passing away? I think this third verse is about him. Oh yeah, because he has this highlighted lyrics. I wrote some raps that made sure that my lifeline reeking, the scent of a reaper, ensuring that my allegiance with the other side may come on. And if I'm doomed, and he says, reeking the scent. Yeah, reeking the scent. Basically coming to grips with reality, saying I'm a teenager, I'm out here, and there's possibly a chance that I won't see tomorrow. So looking in the mirror and really understanding that was a tough point to deal with, a tough time to deal with. I could walk out there, and this was summer was so hot you couldn't even walk to the corner because the neighborhoods were feuding that crazy. If you walked to the corner, for sure you were going to run into some action because somebody is on the other end of the corner waiting for you to walk on that corner. That's how crazy Compton is, You're waiting on that corner, you pull up, they hop out, shoot at you down the block so that you could run the opposite way and have another car waiting on you as soon as you get out the corner. And that's it for you. You ain't got nowhere to go, you feel me? And you come to grips with that. You look in the mirror and say, damn, this might be my last day walking out here as a teenager, you feel me? That is what that particular line, that whole verse is about, grasping the idea of death for a kid. Wow, yeah, because you never know when you're going to die, but then if you live in somewhere where people are constantly shooting at other people, then yeah, you have a higher chance of death, especially if you're a young man and the people shooting each other are other young men. They see you as a threat. They see you as someone that they want to take out. People feuding with each other. Oh, you associate with that guy? Well, maybe I should take you out too. Part 2 is Dying of Thirst, produced by Sky Hutch. And there's like a little skit about the homie's brother. Yeah, the homie's brother just died on the block. Ah, fuck. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? We got to go back right now. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of running. I'm tired of this shit. My brother, homie. Yeah, man, your fucking brother just get killed? That's the one way to push you over the edge. You got to go back and get revenge. Tired of running. Tired of hunting. My own kind. But retiring nothing. Yeah, see, you're tired of having this rivalry and shit, but retiring nothing means that you're not getting anything. You're not like changing it. You're not stopping. Why aren't you retiring it, homie? Change it. Drop on the corner, look at the coroner. Daughter is dead, mother is mourning her. Stray bullets, AK bullets. Oh, yeah. Then you get like stray bullets. They kill somebody who's innocent. A little girl gets killed. Channel 9, cameras looking. It's hard to channel your energy when you know he crooked. Who's crooked? Kendrick is emphasizing that you can't channel the energy when you know you're crooked. Being crooked isn't about being poor. It's about knowing you're doing wrong. When you're crooked, you find it hard to have energy to care about what's going on, such as feeling bad for the death of an innocent bystander. So you're not showing up in front of cameras mourning. Instead, you're just numb. That's true. You're just like, somebody died again. Oh well, and you move on. I'm like Trey. That's Cuba Gooding. Oh, he's talking about Boys in the Hood. Cuba Gooding Jr.'s character, Trey, is much like Kendrick, a smart, charismatic kid caught up in violent, gang-ridden city. Man, that is a good-ass movie, too. Poor Ricky. How many sins I'm running out? How many sins I lost count? Dreams of balling like Spalding. I'm pretty sure that's a basketball player, right? Oh, no, Spalding is the basketball. I don't play basketball in a while, all right? I haven't owned a basketball in a while. Money is power, yours is ours. Lay with a snitch, die with a coward. Yeah, right? You can't lay with a snitch, you'll both fucking die. Die your thirst, die your thirst, die your thirst. And then it goes to the fourth verse. What are we doing? Who are we fooling? Hell is hot, fire is proven to burn for eternity. Return of the student that never learned how to live with righteous, but how to shoot it. Kendrick is not really speaking of a student in the classical sense. He's referring to a typical student of the hood who's a product of her environment. Man, he's so good with the metaphors, bro. Back of the buck, your hood is feuding, the beef is bubbling. It's no discussion. Hereditary, all my cousins dying of thirst. It says people are often stuck in the ghetto from lack of opportunity. It could be hereditary for them to suffer the same thing, generation after generation, keeping their opportunities down, not giving them all the stuff, all the access to the resources to become more than just another person in the hood stuck. In verse 5, this song is long, 12 minutes. Too many sins, I'm running out. Somebody send me a well for the drought. See, all I know is taking notes or taking this life for granted. Granted, if you provoke. Okay, so he's just talking about everything he's seen, everything he's experienced. Lord, forgive me for all the sins. Money, pussy, greed. What's in my next crave? That's like just talking about all the things that he wants. So I'm going to say, see a pastor give me a promise. Yeah, I don't know. I'm overanalyzing this. Just, it's pretty straightforward, isn't it? And then the skit outro. I'm tired of this shit, man. And then this lady's like, come talk to me. Is this what you think that is? I know that you're not. That's not what I think that is. And she tells them to repeat after me. They say a whole prayer about Jesus. The start of your new life. Your real life. Yo, so I didn't charge the camera for, maybe the battery just sucks, but the last 13 minutes of this have no video, and I'm too lazy to re-record it. Sorry. Yeah, because this song is just all sad. My homie died, this girl selling herself. Am I gonna die in the hood? It's scary. I'm sinning. I'm not living life how I feel I should. It's kind of like there's like maybe some guilt for being not the best person you could be. Very melancholy song, but then that at the end, the lady's experienced woman who knows about God is like, guys, say this prayer and you can start your real life. And that takes us into the song "Real," definitely one of the songs that hit me like the most. I was like, I remember at some point I even made a Facebook post. I am real. I gotta tell everybody I'm really, really real, and I'm feeling the song. Nobody cared. Whatever. It was like 2013, early 2014 when I really dug into this album. I don't know why, but when this album came out, "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe" was everywhere. "Swimming Pools Drink" was a single in 2012, and I just didn't care for this kind of music at the time. And then around late 2013, early 2014, I had a friend who was riding in her car. She put on "Swimming Pools," and I was like, this song? And she's like, have you really listened to it? And I was like, I guess not. And then she let it play. I really heard of the lyrics. And I was like, oh, it's not just a song about drinking, just go out and party. It also talks about the consequences of drinking and all this other different layers and stuff. But it's like hidden under a catchy ass thing. At first I thought it was kind of annoying. Pour up, drank, sit down, drank. But like now that I fucking love the song, I'm like, drank, yeah, bump that song. But anyways, when I heard this song "Real," like I heard the whole album, I heard that whole thing with the lady. It goes into real, and when you look in the mirror, and my hand's in there. She's like, I'm real. I'm really, really real. I promise that I know you very well. Your eyes never lie, even if they twirl. Sweet lullabies that come with the smell of a dozen roses flipping down the green hill. You're living in a world that come with plan B, 'cause plan A never really a guarantee, and plan C never could say just what it was. And your plans only plan around for love. Wait, and your plans only can pan around love. Damn. See, like when you use like plans and pans in the same like line, the way that flows, I don't know. It's almost the same word, but it's not. Just the wordplay in this album is just fucking top notch. And he highlighted that song about plan A, plan B, and plan C because he doesn't really have a plan B or C. He was just like, I want to do music. But you gotta love yourself. But what love got to do with it when you don't love yourself? Not knowing who I am, basically. I went through a whole album and a whole set in my life, not knowing who I am, or thinking I know it all, thinking I have so much love for my homies. I think that's it. That's where love stops. So much love for the streets, and I think that's where love stops. But deep inside, I didn't know who I was. I was just caught in the same cycle that everybody else was following and everybody else was in. So how can I really have love for my partner next to me if I don't know who I am? How can I have love for my city if I don't know who I am? Me having love for them is making the right decision for them and making the right decision for these kids out here, and I wasn't doing that. You feel me? So it was me having to find myself, and that is what that whole thing represented. But yeah, you have a good hand whenever the card dealt. But what does love have to do with it if you can't love yourself? And then it goes to that catchy ass chorus with Anna Wise. 'Cause before you know it, everything's gone. And then verse 2, he highlighted the beginning lyrics again. I promise that I know you very well. Your eyes never lie, even if they tell. Out of the sky, and your optics turn stale. Where they mold that's green. It is basically saying, I know who you are. I am looking at the same person that I was, so I can relate to each and everything you are doing. The person that is listening, the homeboy that's in the street. We have similar eyes, but that is just the fact that I am a little bit more wise now. And actually, I can actually reflect on where I was at. That's a good way to say that too, because you can see that somebody's eyes when they're younger, when they're going through something that you've been through, and you tell them, I know where you're at. I kind of been through something similar. And the young person's like, you don't get me. You don't understand the struggles that I'm going through. Teenagers, you know. But I mean, I was there not too long ago. So, I mean, when I see a teenager and they're like, you don't get me, I'm like, oh, you're right. I don't get you. I don't want to argue. Because at the same time, it is a different world than it was 10 years ago, 20 years ago. But the only thing that's really changed is technology. Human behavior is kind of the same. So you just overlay technology. You learn human behavior. You can predict stuff. All right, go another chorus. Oh wait. Yeah, oh wait, I already read that part. I think I talked about the second verse twice. No, because he says, of living in a world that comes with plan B, because plan A only can make another mistake, and you can't see success coming from plan C. Yeah, because sometimes, you think you have a plan, it doesn't work, you got to move on to plan B. Another chorus, third verse. The reason that I know you very well, because we have the same eyes, can't you tell? All same kind of thing idea. And he talks about plan B and plan A, plan C again. Here. In fact, I love it so much, I don't love anything else. Yeah, he says, basically talking about my homeboys, talking about this promiscuous woman. Damn, I'm giving away the tricks now. Yeah, in conclusion with Shireen are just women. Vice, drugs, women in the streets. Basically, I am so indulged in it that I don't want to change it. All the way up to the last line of that verse, where I say the part about my father and really break it down what it really is. But what love got to do with it when I don't love myself? To the point that I should hate everything I do? Should I hate living my life inside the club? Should I hate her for watching me for that reason? Should I hate him for telling me that I'm seasoned? Should I hate them for telling me to ball out? Should I hate the street credibility I'm talking about? Hating all money, power, respect, and my will? Or hating that fact that none of that shit make me real? That's pretty self-explanatory right there. It's like you're living this life in the club, just you and your music, and there's girls watching you. Ooh, I like him because he's performing and he's hot. And it's like, should I hate all these things because none of this is real, none of this is really me? And then Kenny Duckworth, his dad, he's like, I'm not tripping off the dominoes, just calling here, what happened to your homeboy, But don't learn like he did, Anybody can kill somebody. Realness is responsibility. Real is taking care of your motherfucking family. Real is God. Nigga, he's true. That's another thing. He got his dad. He still has his dad there to let him know, hey man, just like Trey and Boys in the Hood. His dad's like, don't do it, son. This is not gonna make you feel better. This isn't gonna fix anything, and it's not gonna make you real. Whereas Ice Cube's character was in jail, his dad's not there, and he's like, no, fuck that, I'm gonna go kill this motherfucker, and he did, but not Trey. Not Kendrick. Oh, maybe not Kendrick, but maybe not in the song anyways. Because he's real. He's not going to do it. And then it goes back to the chorus. And there's a skit with Kenny Duckworth and Paula Duckworth. Oh, and then his mom's like, All right, you know what? Just like, oh, look, the neighbors saying they seen you and your little friends over buy food for less. And they was preaching to you over telling you about the good book because you write about how that's what y'all need. And she says that Top Dog called in to do music, but dude from Chicago, they dance. And then there's like Sing About Me, Sing My Song, It's All For You, another bridge by Anna Weiss. And then she's like, if I don't hear back from you tomorrow, hope you learn from your mistakes. Tell these kids about Compton, son. Let them know. And then she says, I love you. And we'll leave the keys, all right? Bye. And then the sound of a cassette being stopped and fast forwarded. I mean, I think that's the end of the album, right? And then Compton and the rest of the songs are bonus tracks. Oh no, Compton, I guess, is the last song on the album. Compton, Compton, ain't no city quite like mine. It's just him and Dre going in about Compton. Him saying he's King Kendrick Lamar. Brings us to the recipe. Oh my god, this is probably my favorite beat right along there with Good Kid. It's just such a good fucking song, talking about money, meat, weed, and weather. Not much to this song, right? It's not that deep. It's just like, yo, fucking LA. This is the recipe for a fucking awesome time. Welcome to LA, bitch. And then bonus track, Black Boy Fly. Actually, this is another one of my favorite fucking songs. I don't know where it could have fit into like the flow of Good Kid, Mad City, so it's probably good that they did make it a bonus track. But it is a good bonus track, because he's like talking about how he used to be jealous of the guy who was good at basketball, scoring all these points, and then he was jealous of the guy who was like writing songs. He was for the name of the game. So is that the game? Is Jason Taylor the game? Oh yeah, Jason Taylor's the game. The game came out with his major label CD, the documentary, on the time that this song takes place. Yeah, so when that song came out, or the album came out, everybody was roaring for the name of the game, and he's like, "Damn, I want to be that guy." He comes up with his Harley Davidson. He was the top of the rack game. He was top of the block. So watch the black boy fly. And then he talks about how, like, in the third verse, he wanted to be like Jordan, award touring this country with money from mic recording. See, again with the fucking clever ass way to word things. Touring the country with money from mic recording instead of saying, like, I want to tour. Use that vocab. So I never believed the type of performance that I could do. It was hard to imagine himself actually succeeding. But then I guess he went to New York. He did a performance. He toured a little. After O.D. came out, he started to be more aware of the life or the world outside of Compton. And he really started to change him up, I guess. Then the next bonus track is Now or Never with Mary J. Blige. This song's like a very happy tune with the chorus and everything. But I don't know, it was just never one of my favorites. Don't feel like analyzing the lyrics because this video is already way too fucking long. It takes us into the Recipe Black Hippie remix. Oh, I love this because it's got Absol, Jay, and Schoolboy. Good remix. I mean, Kendrick has the same exact verse as his Dr. Dre one, but, it's whatever. How he's going to come up with a whole new verse? Nah, because then you'd be comparing which one is better. They're the same. It's good. It's great. This whole album is great. I listened to it again today, right before I did this video. I did this exact video yesterday, but I hadn't listened to the album in a minute, so I was like, wait a minute, I gotta re-listen to that. So yeah, and then yesterday, my friend posted, shout out to Oscar, that on Instagram, that yesterday, Good Kid, Mad City became the longest charting rap album of all time. And I was like, hell yeah, of course it is, because this fucking album bangs. Re-listen to it any day. Not every day, because, there's a lot of music to listen to. But if it comes on, hell yeah, I'm bumping this one. What else could I say about this? I mean, most of it, like, if you look at the credits on Wikipedia, there's, like, different writers on there, different producers. Highly recommend checking it out, or whatever's. I guess that's it. We'll see what I come up with for the next episode. Till then, peace.